Hello everybody, this is Miter Bob, and welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Space Wolf. Today we'll be doing Mission 2, Forbidden Fruit. As you can see by the screen, I've already done this mission before. Not only that, but I've gotten both optional objectives, recovering a chapter forge crate and killing no more than 5 enemies. Today, what I'm going to do is go through the mission, sort of point out the areas to look out for, and recover a chapter forge crate. I'm not going to do the kill no more than 5 enemies objective because, to be honest, it's really cheesy. I want some area effect weapons, so I'm going to go with an assault marine and a flamer marine and switch myself from Terminator to power armor. So the basic mission is for your 3 marines to run the gauntlet of Chaos Space Marines until you reach the end, which contains 1 key figure and the chapter forge crate. The key figure not only has armor, but has a las cannon that can really cause some serious damage. So if you are running low on hit points with one of your characters, you do not want to have that one lead the way. Although I don't show it yet, the enemy are off the screen to the up and right. It's usually best to start by equipping all of your people with whatever weapons they have before advancing. In this instance, I advanced just outside of the firing range of the Chaos Space Marines. By doing this, they'll have to expend at least 1 action coming into range. Let the enemy come to you. Again, the best move is to simply equip, and in this case it's with the flamer. Because I know the enemy will have to advance in order to take a shot at my squad leader, I decide to throw a frag grenade to catch them when they advance. The beauty of equipping your troops with bolters is that you get Overwatch. This allows you to take shots with no effort, although it does expend ammunition. Knowing that the grenade will go off and cause about 100 damage to the Ford's Chaos Space Marine, I decide to go ahead and hit him with the flamer. The 2 effects combined should take this Chaos Space Marine out. Notice that I use the equipped version of the flamer and not the used version. Once you have a flamer equipped, the used version of the card can be used more flexibly than the equipped version. Both cards can be used to move or to reload the flamer, but only the used version can be used to take a single shot. So here you see the next set of enemy waiting for you in the shadows in the next opening. Unless you're trying to complete the secondary objective to attain the goal without killing more than 5 enemy, this is just simply methodically taking each enemy down as they come up. Here I move into the range of the closer Chaos Space Marine, but just out of the range of the second Chaos Space Marine. Note that you can fire through your own units without a chance of hitting them. You can see that at this point I've taken 1 out, and the next one, although he's nearby, still has to make 1 move in order to get into position before he can effectively attack. Make sure that you keep your equipped bolter armed and reloaded as often as possible. Those overwatches really rack up. In this case I had a choice. I could either use my flamer or cut them down with a chain axe. Either way I'd have to move. That's 5 effort. Using the flamer is 8, but using a chain axe in hand to hand is only 5 effort. So I'd use less effort by taking him out in melee, and I wouldn't unload my flamer. As you can see, I've been moving my men up one action point at a time. This is because I know that sooner or later I'm going to trigger the enemy, and the last thing I want is have enemy appear on the board after I've taken 2 actions. When fresh enemy appear on the board, always end your turn. They will appear far enough away that you're out of range, so let them come to you. Let them expend effort getting into your combat range. That way you'll get first fire on them. Because the enemy are staggered one behind another with space between, we can advance just a little bit and pick each one off one by one while staying out of the range of the others. Here, I've made an unfortunate mistake and moved one square too far, putting me in range of the back Chaos Space Marine. Then I compound that with too many misses on the forward Marine who stays alive. Rather than taking 2 shots at my forward Flamer Marine, the rear Chaos Space Marine goes after my weakened Assault Marine. I do not understand why the AI does that, but it seems fairly consistent that they go after the weakest Marine. Wow, another dose of really bad luck. Although it's really hard to tell from this graphic, these Chaos Space Marines are coming onto your right flank. Now here's something to watch. If you look in the background, you can see the Chaos Space Marine has 125 hit points. this weapon only does 160, and it does it over 3 shots. So that essentially means that if you divide the total damage by 3, that means that each hit will cause a little over 50 points of damage. So in order to take out this Chaos Space Marine, I have to have all 3 shots hit. At 80% chance for each hit, that's not likely. In this case, using this card was a bad choice. I should have used the Master Crafted Combi Plasma, which does 270 damage, so each of the hits would be 90. I would only need 2 of the 3 hits in order to succeed. Before turning your back on the line of advance, make sure there's no enemy there. Even with enemies so close by, it's important to make sure you keep the bolter reloaded. My appreciation for frag grenades has gone up tremendously this game. By the way, this is the only guy that you have to kill in this scenario to fulfill the primary objective. He is not going to come off the platform. He's waiting for you to come up. Here's our secondary objective, the Chapter Forge Crate. Here is a bad move. Instead of looking at the effort of the Chaos Space Marines, I go ahead and shoot the rear Chaos Space Marine in order to get them all down in hit points. My hope is to use the Flamer Marine to take them all out in one shot. The problem is the 2 forward Chaos Space Marines have too low of an effort. The Flamer Marine will never act before they do. Taking that shot instead of taking one against one of the forward Marines will almost get this Marine killed. If you remember at the beginning of the game, one of the things I said is Make sure that the Marine that goes in first is not low on hit points, as he will be facing a las cannon shot. What makes this worse is that this Marine is also carrying a las cannon, and his task is to take on the final Chaos Space Marine. As you can see, the Marine is just out of las cannon range. The timely use of an effort card can effectively allow you to take 3 and 4 actions in a row before your enemy can react. Because I played the effort card, this allows me to get the first las cannon shot off. Unfortunately, it won't be enough. Remember, you must get all secondary objectives prior to fulfilling the primary objective, which is killing this last Marine. So put your Marines in a position to where they can accomplish everything before taking that final shot. Note that you do not need to face the crate in order to capture it. Mission accomplished. Pretty easy, really. I've had one request to continue with walkthroughs. Let me know if you find these helpful. For the most part, these missions are linear, and the challenge is in getting the secondary objectives. As always, comments are welcome. Leave a like if you want to see more. This is Miner Bob, signing out.